Hi, today I have Lauren, and you guys know her because she uploads on a Friday. And this week is Experience Week, so me and Lauren have both been to the same concerts. So we're gonna do one on my channel and one on her on channel, one on my day and one on her day.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys like it, and so let's get started. So we left from where we live, and it's about 3 hours away. So we left. I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Okay, so we left where we come from, and we
about
had
4:30.
Yeah, we had a 3-hour journey ahead of us. If traffic was good,
and traffic was pretty good. So
traffic was pretty good. Yeah, it was good. And then we got to Luton
about 8ish, 9ish.
Yeah, 8ish, and then what did we do?
We ate some food, didn't we?
Yeah, because we always eat food.
Food's good.
Food.
And then I wanted a bag to carry me, but I didn't want to have those bags that you have on your shoulders.
Just on one arm.
So I had to get a rucksack, but I didn't have one. So at like half 11 in the night, we went to Asda.
And if you don't know what that is
a shop.
An amazing supermarket that sells everything. It's like a Target for American people.
Yeah. And then we got back and then we went to sleep pretty much. That was the story. Well, we talked for a little while about I can't believe it's tomorrow.
What we were going to do.
Yeah. And
I went to sleep.
Yeah. So day 2 was the day. So we woke up about 5:30ish.
Which is pretty early.
Pretty early. And we went to bed about 12ish. We only had like 5.5 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Surprised I actually went to sleep.
Yeah.
But I was so tired. Yeah, and then so we got up at 5:30ish and we got ready. I wore my One Direction top with leggings.
And I wore One Direction top with leggings.
Oh no, we made tops. So mine said Tomo.
And mine said Crazy
No.
Moves. Yeah, Tomlinson with like the blue lines.
Yeah, I think it just said So mine said Tomlinson with blue lines.
And I had Crazy Mofos.
And our friend made it because she's really arty. And I'm rubbish at art.
So we had someone make it for us.
Yeah. So we had that, and obviously I did my hair and makeup. Didn't really wear a lot of that.
I just did my hair and
face.
Make sure I look presentable.
You know, just in case we meet them. They can't scare them away. And then at about 7ish, we finally got Vince ready. He's annoying. Yeah. My brother. And then we finally travelled to London. That took about 45 minutes on car.
Yep.
And then we saw the Wembley sign and my heart went.
We got and then we ended up going the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
We ended up turning into an Asda.
Yeah. Again,
Asda again.
So
and then we're like, and then we got really like,
because we had to get there early to be at the front.
So then we're like, come on, Steph, come on.
Yeah, come on. But we did get that, and Steph was like, that's it down there. So we looked up and we were like, oh my gosh, it's actually huge.
It was massive compared to the O2 or something.
Yeah,
it was massive. Huge. You couldn't even see.
Yeah, you
couldn't even see around.
Outside,
it
was just amazing.
Was huge.
Yeah. So Steph it was pretty good because Steph stopped us exactly where our block was.
Yeah, we had to walk up some steps, and then we were basically there.
So we got there about 8:30ish, and there wasn't actually that many people there. That I was very surprised. But I think
was probably more people at the different places.
Yeah.
But because we were in green.
Yeah.
There
wasn't that many
people.
We were standing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so we got there, and then they moved us to a line.
Yeah.
So then we were near the front of the line.
Yeah.
So there was maybe 30 of us.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and then obviously when it got later, more people came.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started to rain just a little bit. So we were like, oh, that's fine. And we had
nothing
with
we
us.
had jumpers on.
And we
didn't have any umbrellas or anything.
And we had our posters.
Yeah, and they weren't in bags or anything because we couldn't fold them up because they're cardboard.
We started talking to 2 girls, and then we became friends with them. And they made it, and then we borrowed their 2 massive umbrellas. They were a family umbrella.
Yeah, so we kind of went under their umbrella.
And then we would just hang out with them.
Posters ended up getting ruined though.
Our posters got really ruined.
They got really ruined.
We had to sit on them.
And then people started standing on mine, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put it in the bin.
Yeah.
So it went in the bin.
It took 2 days as well.
Yeah, 2 days it took me. Wow.
2 days. Yeah, so we met some actually really good friends there.
Yeah.
And then about like lunchtime-ish, and we had to really go for a wee.
And they were only portaloos, and they were disgusting.
So
they
we thought
smelt.
we would walk around the whole of Wembley.
Yeah, we made sure people, like, some people stayed, like, some of our
Yeah,
friends
so-
that
so,
we made
yeah.
stayed. So
We like
didn't
kept
lose
our bags
space.
there.
We left our bags.
So like 2 of our friends, people
Yeah.
we met came with us. So we walked around the whole Wembley. It took us forever to walk around. It's so big.
Oh, it was so big.
And like we saw different blocks, and they
Yeah.
were like
And, like,
all the way out of the road as well.
Yeah,
crazy.
the early birds one, the blue we seen was like so long.
So long. And then we went to these really fancy toilets that were pretty cool.
Yeah, and there was like really fancy people inside like the block, and we're like, oh my god.
Oh, and we met people that actually. Do you remember we met people that actually wore like exact same
they had like the
shirts
actual proper tops, not like made
Yeah.
ones like we had. I mean,
Yeah, they actually had like Tomlinson and Crazy Mayfair. Like,
we're like,
we were like,
hey, that's so cool.
So what happened after that?
I don't even know where we're doing. Okay, then we got back, and then around I reckon 4ish, they started like cutting us into like blocks.
And they said that these 2 blocks are going to be the first 10 rows.
Yeah.
And
so
we
we're
were
like, oh my god, because
so
we were
good.
like the second block. Because
Yeah.
like there was like a massive group of people, and then they cut like a little bit, and we were in the little bit, so it was good.
Yeah, so it was so good.
And then they started moving us in like 4ish.
But the bodyguards, so they let the first people through. And
Yeah.
then the bodyguards, they're like links. They're
They were like
links,
this,
all like
in
this.
lines,
And
going down the
everyone was
stairs.
behind them. They were like going really slow,
Yeah.
and people obviously pushing to
And
get
it was like, I thought they were gonna fall down the stairs.
yeah,
oh my god,
and it was so scary.
So scary.
But yeah, and then you get our tickets. We put them through a thing, didn't we?
yeah, like because
Yeah. So we did that, and then we pretty much ran so fast like I've never ran before to like
the barrier where it
barriers.
stopped our block.
And guess where we were? We were right at the front
Right
of
at
the
the front of the
barriers, and
barrier.
it was like
It was so good.
we were standing here, guys. It's real. We were right at the front of the barriers, but because I have a catwalk, whatever.
Catwalk.
We thought we could be at the edge of it, but actually we were more to the side. So here was like the thing. We were like here.
Yeah, everybody seemed to go into that corner, that's where the catwalk ended. And I was like, yeah, because everybody's just gonna get pushed and everything. There's no point of going in that. So we kind of went over a little bit.
And then
we've made friends with one of the security people.
Yeah, he was really good. He
told us that the boys had played football like a few hours before in our block. I was like, oh my god.
It's like people won't be behind me right now. I'll be worshipping the floor.
Yeah.
But that'd be a bit weird when
that
I started
be
lying on the floor kissing it.
Yeah.
But then about just before 5 seconds, sun were gonna come on. These 3 boys came on the block in front of us, the red block, is it the red block? And literally, the blonde one was like a Harry Styles lookalike.
He was just
black top, black trousers, and brown shoes, and his hair was spiked up. So we were all fangirling over this boy.
And then she, because they were like looking around, and she decides to wave at them.
Yeah.
Like full on,
I was like,
hi, hey! And they looked at us. It was so
and then they were like talking to each other, like, oh my gosh, like that weird girl just waved at me.
So embarrassing.
But I wouldn't mind getting a Harry Styles lookalike.
And that's true.
And then 5 seconds of summer, and then about 10 minutes later, 5 seconds of summer came on, and they were actually pretty good.
They were amazing.
I'm not a great fan, but they were good.
They were great. They were amazing.
And then they got off.
And it was like an hour. It was like nearly an hour wait before One Direction came on.
So like people actually were passing out already.
Yeah.
And One Direction didn't come on. Like
we
saw this girl that was pretty much dead.
Yeah, and they had to like put her on like a chair, and they had to drag her out. I was like, so bad.
I was like, I hope that doesn't happen to us.
Yeah.
I
one of the people that we made friends with started to feel like faint, and then we gave her biscuits, and she was fine.
She was fine. Shoved biscuits to them.
Yeah.
And then One Direction came on, and it was amazing.
It was amazing. So good.
It was so good. Like when you're there, you don't realise how real it is.
Yeah.
And you, in your head, you're like, they're not in front of you. They're just computer.
Yeah, they're not real.
But then they went on the catwalk, and they were so close to us that we screamed and screamed and screamed. And they have like on the sides of the things, they have like a TV thing. So they have a camera.
Like massive.
And Niall was singing, obviously. And me and Lauren did this, and our arm was in the screen,
I was
and I was
my
like,
arm.
my arm's in Niall's picture. So I was crazy about that too, and I was like, Lauren, do this.
My arm.
And then I got to the middle, and Niall did his. Oh, wait. And after that, Paul decides to walk past.
You know, like where they like block
block.
both, like, so you have like a barriers about this. Well, not literally that big,
But,
but
like,
that's a bit like. But like,
I can't sit for that.
yeah, they have like a gap between the two barriers, like blocking both groups, like things.
Where the bodyguard stands.
Yeah, and, like people that handing out water and stuff. And Paul decides to walk through it,
But
and I was
we
like,
didn't realise until he was past us.
yeah, and I was like, Paul,
We
Paul,
shouted,
and then he turned around.
He turned around, and then he smiled at us. We were like, oh gosh, Paul.
Yeah, so good, so good.
And then Niall's cousin walks past as well.
Yeah, but I didn't realise it was him.
No.
Like, oh.
Not the girl like next to me realised, like the person we made friends with.
Yeah.
She realised that was him, and I was like, oh, never heard of him before.
No, I didn't even know.
But he looked at us too, and he was like, weirdos.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This was all happening when One Direction were on.
Yeah.
We should have been watching One Direction, but no, we were shouting Paul.
Paul walked past.
Yeah.
Then Liam took a selfie.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen that picture on Twitter that Liam posted?
Of Niall and Liam.
And Niall,
didn't know what Liam is.
we were there. Just to.
We were at that concert. You know, yeah.
Good.
She cried.
Oh, I cried when Niall was talking, having his speech about how much Wembley means to him and how much he goes past it all the time and how much he loves us. And I cried and I cried.
It was a very emotional.
It was very emotional and
situation.
I cried like a retard, so it was really embarrassing actually.
Very embarrassing because I had to stand with her.
Mm.
Then it finished.
And then the concert finished, and we like with our friends, we got their Instagram, we got their Twitters.
Yeah.
So I don't really talk to them as much as I did when we first.
No, but like we still
got it.
Like I'm following them on Instagram and Twitter, so like I know that they're there.
Yeah. So I talk to them occasionally.
Yeah.
So guys, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and go check her out on Friday because it will be our other concert we went to. Obviously One Direction again. But thank you guys for watching. Bye!